Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. This is William Hindman, and you're at Just Force 911, where we look at how our public officials do their job, well, or they just lie about it. Hey, guys, today's video comes to us from Brian over at Here's the Deal. Go over to him, tell him I sent you guys over there, check him out, and give him a thumbs up, check out, or do a share and a like, and give him a thumbs up. And then while you're here, subscribe if you would. Give me a thumbs up, hit a like and share, and leave me a comment. All right. This one here is about I don't even know how to say this. The sheriff is coming out and saying that them breaking the window and hitting the young man in the face and then getting him on the ground with his hands behind his back and them still yelling, "Quit resisting, put your hands behind your back," when they're already there. And nothing was illegal because their attorney said so. And they want you to know that just because you saw what you saw, you didn't see what you saw. It was different than that. It wasn't legal. So what you saw, you didn't see. I have never heard such a good cop-splaining in a long time of this sheriff, T.K. Waters. You remember me telling you that if your police officers are bad, normally your chief is, and if your deputies are bad, so is your sheriff? Well, you got the bottom of the barrel on this one, pal. I wouldn't give you a nickel for a bar of gold if this guy was selling it, because I guarantee you it wouldn't be gold. I have never seen such an underhand, crooked untruth in my life as what this clown is spewing. But let's check this out, because even a reporter asked him straight up, and he goes into this rant about, well, you didn't see what you thought you saw when you saw what you saw you didn't see. We saw it, and that's why we're here showing you what we saw, because that way you could see what we saw. And since we saw it and you saw it, then we both agree that we saw it and it wasn't criminal. Oh, I'm not making this up. Check this out. Here we go.
None of the involved officers violated criminal law.
There's not some massive cover-up happening in the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office.
I know there's a tendency to want to be some massive cover-up that is not.
See?
That's why I'm here.
And that's why he's here.
That's why I'm here.
And that's why he's covering his face.
Do you think the public is going to buy that? I don't know.
Hello and welcome to the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, where we specialize in breaking records and windows.
Exit the vehicle!
And pounding heads.
No!
And rearranging faces.
What's the fight? Behind your back! I'm resisting! Stand behind your back!
Okay, and chipping teeth. But don't worry, it's all consistent with holding our officers to the highest standards. See, it's right here in our press release. We hold our officers to the highest standards.
The highest standards of what? A pile of dog poo?
I mean, like, duh. You wouldn't believe how high we get when we can do something like this to a member of the public. I mean, we exist for the sole purpose of protecting the community. And this member of the community was driving without headlights. So, of course, we had to bust his window out and punch him in the face. The bottom line is we just gotta follow policy. And even though none of our officers who arrived on the scene to help Officer Bowers had their headlights on.
Now, Brian, don't start this. They're above the law. They're sovereign citizens. They don't have to follow the law. You know that.
Officer Bauer didn't have his headlights on. Officer Miller didn't have his headlights on. Officer Curse didn't have his headlights on. And this other officer didn't have his headlights on. Now, we realize this might look really bad, but you got to understand, we're sovereign citizens. We can operate above our own laws. Like, we can go 90 miles an hour down the road. You can't.
I can go 90 miles an hour. You can't. You can't do that. So get the out of the way.
So the fact is, Will didn't have his headlights on. Hey, you want us protecting you and serving you, or don't you? Because this is just how we do things here in Jacksonville, Florida. And we are the bold new city of the South. Says so right on our patches. And being the bold new city of the South that we are, well, we're going to protect and serve the crap right out of you, whether you want it or not. And this kind of treatment isn't just relegated to Will. We'll do the same thing to you too. You better keep your headlights on. Now, we understand that some of this imagery on this viral video could have startled a whole lot of you. And that's unfortunate. But there are people out there who want you to believe that this was a sucker punch. We assure you, this was no sucker punch.
Not a sucker punch.
What's up, guys? Behind your back! I'm resisting! Hands behind your back!
Not a sucker punch.
Exit the vehicle!
Not a sucker punch.
Not a sucker punch.
What's up, guys? Behind your back!
Not a sucker punch.
We at the Jacksonville, Florida Sheriff's Office know what a sucker punch is. And this is no sucker punch.
Not a sucker punch.
Sure, he's got his arms behind his back and two guys are holding him while another guy strikes him in the face, but that's not a sucker punch. We don't need people trying to talk the public into what they saw.
Don't try to talk the public into what they saw. They just saw the same videos you saw.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
And it is no sucker punch.
Not a sucker punch.
And no matter what your eyes are telling you, this is not a violation of criminal law.
None of the involved officers violated criminal law.
Now, we did what we could on our end to keep our videos from public view. But this kid forced our hand by uploading his video online. We at the Jacksonville Sheriff's Department absolutely don't like cameras and don't want them near us. That's why we pushed for our new HALO law, honoring and listening to our officers. We need at least a 25-foot protective bubble to be able to freely do what we do. And what we need you to do when we pull you over is just
Comply.
It's important for the people to know that you're not allowed to resist a police officer when he's doing his lawful duties. You don't resist when you're doing your lawful duties.
The word lawful is where this comes in. So you lawfully punched him in the face. You lawfully had his hands behind his back, punching him, and then yelling at him to quit resisting and put your hands behind your back. How do you put your hands behind your back when your hands are behind your back? How does that work there, Mr. Sheriff? Whatever.
Do as we ask you to do. If you don't like the word compliance, just do as we ask you to do then, so that we can get finished. Then you tell us about it if you feel like your rights were violated, and we can deal with it. That's the way it should work every single time. But you deserve to get what's necessary to get you under control and get you and take you into custody.
You understand that?
Does that mean that if we start doing that and doing what you guys tell us to, that when we sue you, we can get in your pension funds? Is that okay?
You're going to get what's coming to you.
But you deserve to get what's necessary to get you under control and get you and take you into custody.
What I mean to say is you're going to get what's necessary to take you down and control you.
To get you under control.
We just don't need people out there recording us and obstructing our operations.
As the leader of this agency, I will not remain silent while important facts and information are buried to advance an anti-police agenda.
You understand us? We don't want you to have an anti-police agenda, as we reserve for ourselves the right to act on our anti-community agenda. And we get it here at the Jacksonville Sheriff's Department. This force looks ugly.
Force absolutely looks ugly.
But that force wasn't criminal.
The state attorney's office, once again, has reviewed the case materials and determined that Officer Bauer's actions are not criminal.
And we didn't commit a crime. And don't you ever say we did.
And don't you ever say I did.
Even though if you did the same thing to somebody else, well, we'd throw you in jail.
I just want to get back to the punch. This is just to be a yes or no question.
Wait, Eric, are you going to tell me how to answer a question?
Yeah.
I'm just keep it simple.
All right, go ahead.
Was it appropriate for the officer to punch this guy in the jaw after he'd already broken the window? Was that yes or no? Was that appropriate?
It depends on the circumstances. But it's already determined it's not criminal. Now we're going to look for JSO policy violations. How about that? Is that good?
Well, if a civilian did that to another civilian, they would be in handcuffs.
No, not necessarily. It depends on the circumstances, the situation. I know there's a tendency to want to be some massive cover-up. That is not. That's why I'm here.
So you see, there's not a massive cover-up going on here.
That is not.
The crime you think you saw our officers commit, we didn't commit. Our lawyers said so. So it must be true.
My point is,
Do you think the black community is going to block?
don't use the black thing. Don't use, I'm a black man. Wait, hold on, Eric, hold on, stop for a second. Because you're trying to be incendiary, and this is not the time for it. This is me sharing information with our public, right? The whole statements about the black issue. I wouldn't work here if we're after black men or black people, period. I can tell you he wouldn't.
I don't know, boss. I'd pretty much do anything to get my paycheck. You forget, we are order followers. We pretty much do what we're told. Doesn't matter if it's right. Black, white, brown, yellow, hello. I'll help my buddies do whatever we have to make it home safe at night. Because officer safety is number one.
Stop fighting! Behind your back! I'm resisting! Hands behind your back!
Again, I take it. It looks like it's a sucker punch because he's looking straight and you see this.
Right.
Okay, and then you see them pull him out, and then you see a couple of punches to the face. Now, again, I understand breaking the window, but he charged him with resisting arrest without violence. So I saw a lot of violence. I think the public saw a lot of violence against somebody that was not violent.
Well, first of all, Eric, don't try to talk the public into what they saw. They just saw the same video as you saw. So what I'm saying is that it is what it is. This is the information that I want to share with the public in context without a short clip. It's very important to do that because it provides a lot of information to the public.
And you brought up
It's important, let me finish. It's important for the people to know that you're not allowed to resist a police officer when he's doing his lawful duties. I know there's a tendency to want to be some massive cover-up. That is not. That's why I'm here. I stand up, we talk to you about what happened, we give you what we can give you, then it's up to you guys to report it. But
do you think the public is going to buy that?
I don't know.
So what do you think? Is the Jacksonville Police Department trying to gaslight all of us into believing that we didn't see what we actually saw? The sheriff is basically insisting there's nothing to see here, that it's not a sucker punch, even though there were many sucker punches thrown. I'll leave the link to the Jacksonville Sheriff's Department Facebook page in the description, and if you like these videos, give this video a like, share it with everybody you know, and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in the next video.
Well, I'm glad I didn't see what I thought I saw when I saw it. And he cleared it up just clear as mud because what I saw wasn't what I saw. What he saw, I saw that I should have seen. See why you have to have your own videos, people? This is exactly the reason for it. You can't trust them to tell the truth, even when they get caught. It is amazing to me. Public officials. Yep. Those we hire to do a job. Public servants. And they do such a great job of it, too. Okay, guys. Anyway, if you would, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. See you soon in the next one. Thank you.